Okay. Another thing is I'll let you know what brushes I'm using. And actually, a gift that I've given to any of Auset Beauty's customers, I have just for one purchase of a full-size product, you will get 5 beauty lessons where I actually show you how to not only use these brushes, but use the different beauty rituals. So the very first brush that I use is this one, and it's for the veil dust under the eyes. And this is the second brush that I use for the brows. It's an angle definer, and it also has this, so I may just, do that. And then the next brush I use is this. So this is very unusual. I actually haven't seen many people do this, but it's just something that I, over the years, began to do because it's very easy to over blush your cheeks. So I use my Omni Beauty color cream underneath as a layer, and then on top I will just dust with the matching blush on the apples. And this wonderful fan brush, because of the way that it's shaped, it's going to add color bit by bit instead of like, just a big brush with like, a round. Yeah, so this is another brush that I use to kind of blend around, make sure there's no edges. This brush I use also after I apply a little bit of Omni Beauty color cream on my eyelid. I'll use this with the matching powder, just intensify it, just in terms of it lasting longer. And then this brush I use to line my lash line right before I apply mascara. And then finally, I don't use a lip brush every day, but for days that I want to use a slightly darker color, or if I really want a precise lip, I will use this. So those are all the brushes that I use. Now, there are some special brushes that I may use. I may use an extra round powder brush to just, apply a little extra powder on larger areas of my face, because this one's too small to do it. You could do it, but it's a lot of work. I don't really use this one that much, but I would use this one for concealer. Like if you don't use your finger, I usually use my finger for the concealer. But if I ever wanted precision, like under the eye or just maybe a little concealer under the brow, you could use that. And then I also, this is where I would have another one of these angle definers. If I really want precision on the eye, I would use this instead of this flat round. And then these two are brushes that I manufactured, but I call these smoking brushes. And so this brush I will use for one of the brown hues under the eye. I'm not wearing that today, but sometimes I want to do like a soft smoky eye. So you can basically smoke your eye using any hue. You can use a light brown, you can use a blue, you can use black. I don't really do the dark smoky eyes that much, but I will use a slightly darker than my skin hue brown under the eye, just to with the appearance of a larger eye and to blend. Just to blend that area out a bit more. And then this brush is also a smoking brush, but I actually use this to highlight. So if I'm using like a little shimmer, I'll use that in the corner there as well as here. So, and then sometimes a little bit here, so So yeah, that's just for special days. So those are the brushes and how I use them. So again, if you want an actual in-depth 5-part beauty lesson, just make a purchase of anything with Auset Beauty, and then you will go on the XIP list. So everyone is a very important person, but our Auset Beauty customers are extra important people. So you will be added to the extra important persons email list, and then you get those lessons. So let's clean our brushes. So this is what I have put together. So here are the brushes. And this is a hand soap actually that I make with my French intensive aromatherapy practitioner group. We'll be doing workshops on Saturdays, but this is an Indian orange rose hand soap, totally plant-based. So I'm going to be cleaning the brushes with that. And so this first water is very, very hot water. Actually, I have way too much in here because you don't want to, this part of the brush, you don't want the water to get that part wet because you don't want it to soften the glue. So only fill it up so much. And then this is the first rinse. So we're wetting the brush here. I'll cleanse it. First rinse, second rinse, and this water has a little bit of hair conditioner in it for the animal hair brushes. And then this is set up, this towel is set up here to place the brushes to dry. So from here on out, I'm just going to go into instrumental mode and you can watch. All right, let's go. So what I did at the end is that I actually took a towel and rolled it. I rolled it so that these could dry at an angle so that the water is going to run down in the brush, towards the brush, instead of the water staying up. So that's something that I've done for years. And I just reshaped the brushes to their original shape. So once they dry, they will dry in the shape of the brush, because I mentioned in my lessons that if you have the right brush, the brush does the work for you. So I really hope that helps, and I will see you in the next video. Take care.